Okay, after the First War, Germany was restricted in what arms and military equipment it would have. So when the German government made a decision to rearm in the early 30s, they had to look outside for help in order to get them into production and have tanks. So the first thing they did was they bought 3 Vickers Carden-Lloyd tractors, which have this type of suspension. This is a modified and improved suspension, but it is the original one. And the concept of the Panzer I vehicle is very valid for the time, because the experience from the First War had shown how good the French Renault FT were used in big numbers. So they decided that the main threat was the machine guns, and they produced this as a machine gun tank. And the concept was that you would have a battalion of 45 of the Panzer I, which could assault typically a French infantry division, and the French infantry division would be equipped with only so many anti-tank guns. So the calculation was that only so many of these would be knocked out, but the swarm of vehicles approaching the line was easily capable of breaching the French lines. But to look at the vehicle itself, it's fairly simple. As I said, it's got the suspension based on the Carden-Lloyd cart springs. It has an air-cooled Krupp engine, petrol engine, and it has 2 MG13s as the machine guns. The crew was 2, the commander gunner and the driver operating the vehicle. So they could be produced in big numbers fairly quickly, and they served right up into the early years of the war and provided quite a good deal of success. When they were now decided as being obsolete, they didn't get scrapped. What occurred was that the turrets were removed. The basic tank was used as either an ammunition carrier. It was used as the first chassis for a heavy self-propelled artillery piece. The SIG 33 was mounted on top of that. The complete gun was mounted, and there was 38 of those used in France. The turrets, which were left over, again weren't scrapped. They were used on bunkers, concrete bunkers along the coastlines of the West Wall and elsewhere. And then when the supplies of original machine guns and equipment for them ran out, they took the armoured shells of the turret, they took away this, made that made a cover for that, giving ventilation to the inside, and mounted an MG42, again for fortifications. So a long-lived vehicle. The turrets were still in action in 44 and 45 in the bunkers. Okay, so that's the Panzer I.